Hi folks, welcome to Monterey's Cooking. You know, this past summer we were up in Alaska and we were invited to go to Ketchikan, among one of the places, and we did some great shows there. Today I'm going to take you on a beautiful plane ride. We're going to go up this place out of Ketchikan called Misty Fjords, and boy is it beautiful. I mean, it's just great. We happened to find a nice Italian pilot up there also, and I think you'll really enjoy the show. After, I'm going to do some cooking too, so stay tuned. Okay, so we've been flying for about 20 or so minutes, and our pilot says, you guys want to go down? I said, why not? So we actually landed here in this lake, and he pushed the plane over, and I mean, we're here on solid ground. Amazing. But I'll tell you, more amazing, our pilot's name is Jerry Scudero, and he's half Italian and half native, and he's got a neat story. Tell us the story, Jerry.
Well, just my mom and dad, they met down in Seattle quite some time ago and moved back up to Alaska. His parents are from Italy, and then they met, and my mom's part Tsimshian from Metlakatla, Alaska, and then we moved up, sort of half-breeds up here to Alaska, and never did leave. It's, you know, pretty nice place. Who would want to leave what we're looking at behind us?
I mean, look at this. We dropped in, literally. Did your father teach your mom how to make meatballs and spaghetti and stuff?
Oh, I'm sure that, you know, she's a pretty good spaghetti cooker. She knows that. Yeah.
So do you guys have spaghetti every Sunday?
Oh, no. Actually, my mom, we live in Ketchikan now. My mom's still over in Metlakatla.
Oh, okay. And then you got into aviation?
Yeah, when I was a kid, there was one pilot that was from around here. His name was Ed Todd, and he used to have this 185, and every time he'd get off the airplane, he didn't have any shoes on. And he was pretty famous for being the barefooted pilot, but when I first came to Alaska, I was pretty intrigued with, you know, the airplanes and watching them and seeing them come in and land on water. It was new to me because, you know, I lived in Seattle, never ever saw anything like it. So I told myself I was going to do that. And so, you know, over the years I've been able to sort of focus my energies towards it. And after 20,000 hours, I'm still doing it.
Wow. So, that's amazing. Now you're married?
Married. I got 5 kids.
Good. Yeah, this is where you want to be.
Well, this is, you know, I tell you, when you're flying, especially through the fjords, you know, every time you come out here, it's a little bit different.
It's just gorgeous.
Yeah, it is. It's great.
And are you part of the company, or you employee, or?
No, I'm part owner.
You're part owner? Yeah. Okay, folks, so you're in the area, you're in Ketchikan, it's Southeast Aviation. As for Jerry Ugumpari, and he'd love to take you up, I'm sure. And man, I tell you, hey, this is a chance of a lifetime and a journey of a lifetime. Just amazing.
It's a pretty neat, pretty special deal to come out here. You know, when they first started coming out, this was set aside by President Jimmy Carter in 1978 as a pristine wilderness, as a national monument. And when we first started bringing people out, there was like only 15,000 people. And today, or as of last year, we ended up bringing like 150,000 visitors out to the fjords. So it's
amazing.
A pretty neat place.
Jerry, I noticed that these planes, the Havillands, are the favorite plane up here, and I'm sure there's a reason. You explain to us a little bit about the planes.
The Havilland Beaver is without a doubt the most widely used aircraft in Alaska. There's more aircraft, de Havillands, in Alaska and Canada than any other place in the world. They originally were made for the backcountry. De Havilland made them. The first one rolled off the assembly line in 1947. And really, nobody's been able to come up with a better airplane that's as economical to run as this one. And you can put 6 to 7 people in here and get in and out of short strips and short lakes. This is actually a pretty long lake, but you know, they just do the job, and they're fairly reasonable. If you're going to buy you know, another airplane that can compare with this one, you're looking at right around $1.5 million.
Wow.
This one is right around, you'd figure somewhere in between $250,000 to $350,000, and they do a great job. They're a good hauler. They call it the Alaska truck, and you'll see them all over the state. It has a 450 horsepower radial engine on the front of it, and It'll get up in 450 feet when you're fully loaded if you got a little bit of wind with you. And it takes you about 1,200 feet if you're going over any kind of obstacles or anything like that. So.
Wow. Yeah, and they're good looking too.
Oh yeah.
They're a beautiful looking plane. Jerry, webpage. You have one?
www.southeastaviation.com. So if you want to come out and join us, we'd be more than happy to fly you anywhere in Southeast Alaska. Actually, anywhere in Alaska, we'll take you.
Okay, Jerry, really, thank you so much for taking us up. And remember, it's Southeast Aviation. You ask for Jerry Ugumpari Scudero.
Yep.
In case you just joined us, we just went on this incredible ride on one of these beautiful Beaver de Havillands. And Jerry, thank you so much. That was an incredible ride. If you're up here at Ketchikan, you got to definitely look these folks up. And Jerry, maybe explain to the people exactly what you're going to show them, okay?
We went out, we left Ketchikan, we went out across the island that Ketchikan's on over into the Misty Fjords National Monument. Monument was set aside by President Jimmy Carter in 1978, and it's 2.3 million acres of pristine wilderness, and I think you'll agree when you see the pictures of it.
Yeah.
But we made way out there. It takes about 25 minutes out of Ketchikan. Once you get out you leave Ketchikan, you're inside the fjords. You're going to see mountains that go from 3,500 feet all the way down to sea level, and it's just sheer rock wall, a lot of them. There's beautiful waterfalls out there. Everywhere you look, you've got waterfalls that go from 2,200 feet all the way down to sea level. Some of the lakes were, like glass calm, and when you land on a float plane in Alaska or Southeast Alaska, when it's nice and calm like that, it's easy to make a good landing. And I think, it was pretty nice when we landed on that lake.
Yeah, you made a beautiful landing on, what was that called?
Greased-on.
Yeah, that was that. I mean, it was just like glass. Gorgeous, really nice, very special.
Anyway, Misty Fjords is a very special place, and it's our backyard, and we'd love to show it to you.
And again, the name of your company?
Southeast Aviation.
Okay. In Ketchikan. Make sure you see them. Man, did you enjoy that? I hope I didn't get anybody airsick. Boy, that was an amazing, amazing flight. They take thousands of people up every year because, as they were saying, those cruise ships pull in. There's sometimes 10,000 people there. So they have these activities planned for the tourists, and that's one of the most popular ones. But it was great trip, and especially coming down on that isolated lake and just landing there, nothing around. I mean, it was pretty dramatic stuff. Really enjoyed it. Okay, so I'm going to continue cooking Alaska food. We're Alaska. The big fish there are the salmon and the halibut. One thing I didn't see while I saw halibut cheeks, halibut steaks, grilled halibut, but I didn't see any halibut chowder. I should have made that for them. Maybe we go again, I'll make this for them, because I know they'll love it, because this is a great recipe. Okay, we're starting with a little butter and onion. This is regular old onions, yellow onion. Go medium dice, simple, like this, like this, like this. I tell you, my grandson sure enjoyed that plane trip. We got to wear headphones, and the guy talks to us, and it was neat. Okay, I'm going to put just another half. I'm going to do something different with this one, where I had some tasso. Now, tasso is that the Cajun that Cajun ham. It's highly flavored, spicy. It's been smoked. I'm putting some of this in because I think it could add a little zip to it. I think it'd be nice. I've been using this a lot lately. I love the flavor. Where can you get it? Geez, I think it's available. So I think some of the stores around. You don't have to have it. And I've got some good quality bacon. I'm using that too. Nice chunks. Chowder. I think anything can be called a chowder as long as you you put some potatoes in it, And now we're going to add some bell pepper. I'm using yellow. Don't use the green. Green's a little acidic. It'll kind of predominate a little too much. So you can use a red. Red would be fine too. You know, they do taste different. Alaska, I can't wait to go back there. Jeez, it was fun. I'll tell you. Weather was gorgeous. I wonder what it's, I'd love to see some pictures of what it's like up there in the wintertime. Because they say, you know, they don't get much daylight. You know, Ketchikan's actually pretty close to Seattle. I think it's, I think they said it's 800 miles or something. It's not very far. But you know what? You really feel like you're in the boonies, though. Let's turn that up. Okay, then we're going to, now when I do the celery, see, when I get to the heart, I like to use the leaves, too, because these have a lot of flavor to them. So we'll put a little bit of celery. Okay, here we go. Now I can put it full blast. Now we got to have potatoes. Yep, just knock them out. This is going to be a fast chowder because it's got to be fast. Now this could be done with salmon. This would be great as a chowder also for salmon. Very good. Even, you know, the dried smoked salmon. That would make a good chowder. Okay, some parsley. And this is some fresh thyme. Got some growing outside, so went and got that. Okay, and all we do is stir it. Now, if there's not enough fat in there, put some more butter. Okay, this is going to take a few minutes. Okay, what you want to do, you want to get these potatoes cooked, so you got to give them a good 10 minutes, all right? So now we're going to sprinkle just a little bit of flour, not a lot. Cook that in. I'm putting like maybe a tablespoon and a half because I'm going to be using heavy cream. And this is going to be in between the nice gooey clam chowder that we eat here on the Pacific Coast. You know, the real chowder was not gooey. Real chowder was made with clams, potatoes, salt pork, and that's it. Not too much was added to it. Now, in the old days, we used to thicken them with hardtack, and they'd get these, you know, the hardtack was made to travel on the ocean. They'd soak it, get it real soft, and that was a thickener. Okay, now I'm going to do something new. My wife bought this the other day. It's a seafood stock. So, you know, I know most people are not going to make their own stock. I mean, you just don't have the time. So they're real smart that they brought this out because, and you know, it's not bad. It's okay. If you want to make your own stock, I'd get some of the halibut bones and, you know, make it from the halibut bones. That's not bad. It's okay. It'll work. Or you can use water. Either way, that's even cheaper. Okay, now we want, as soon as those potatoes are cooked, or just about cooked, we're going to add the fish. So look what I've done. You know, we were up in Alaska. We were there, geez, for quite a while, and we had a lot of fish, and they ended up with a lot of pieces. You know, these, you know, pieces that are off pieces and ends and stuff. So I saved them, and what I'm going to do now is make the chowder out of that. This way there's no waste to this, see? And there's no bones at all. So we're just going to chop it up. That could be but what am I going to do with one piece? You know, Patrick, you want it? Yeah, see? It's nice fish. You know, we had king crab flown in for us on one of the parties we had there. Geez, it was just amazing. Fresh, too. So let's see. Now this fish cooks up real firm. And I think halibut is such a neutral fish that everybody will like it. Look at that. Yeah, it goes well with cream too. Okay, look at this. You know, tonight we have some of the people from Alaska are going to be here having dinner with us. And we're going to be reviewing all this footage that we've done there. But I promised them we would not eat fish. We ate too much fish when we were there. I think we ate fish every day. Halibut, salmon, and then all the varieties of salmon we had, you know, the king, the silvers, the cohos, Jesus, I mean, I don't know. Never got tired of it, really. Is that gonna be too much? I don't think I need that one. Okay, can you see this? It's looking pretty good. It's got a nice thickness to it. Smelling good. Okay, give that a few minutes. As soon as this sets up a little bit more, we'll go on to the next stage. Okay, you see this is cooking. Now, as soon as the potatoes are cooked, you know, just kind of, corn would be okay in here too. That's looking good. But then we're going to drop this in there. Let's see how that is. Look at that. And you know, this is going to be a soup for a lot of people, so you know, that wasn't maybe a couple pounds of fish. Let's use it all. What am I going to do with this? It's like my friend Ronnie, who's a commercial fisherman. He comes in from fishing. He goes, "John, I got this, I got that." He goes, "You want any fresh fish?" And depending on what it is, I'll come over, we'll have a cioppino, or we'll have a fish fry, or depending. So it's nice. Okay, you see how this is going? Fish is in there now. Let me rinse my hands. Now, this is when we put the heavy cream in. Now, see how much I'm putting? I'm putting just enough to make this a little on the white side. And that's it. Okay, so what did I add? A cup? And look at all the soup we got here. You know how much this is? That's a lot of soup. Okay, so we're going to put some pepper. I want a little on the spicy. So we've got to taste this for salt. See, that fish chowder is pretty mild stuff. That's good. Like I said, you could use water, still be all right. Okay, let this come up to a boil. And you know, folks, you have a salad with this. I mean, you got everything in it, the potatoes, the vegetables. You have a salad, you got a dinner, or you got a beautiful, beautiful lunch. So, pretty easy, huh? Cooking, good cooking made real easy, simple, good stuff. This needs another minute. See, and it's not too thick. It's not that real pasty stuff that people love. You know, the Pacific clam chowder, let me tell you a story. Especially when I've been to chef school, they said, you know, this is the way you make clam chowder. It's not with all the flour, and it's thin. When we use it at the restaurant, people complain about it. So people expect thick, gummy chowder here. That's what they want. If you go the other way, they get mad at you. So we have to have it. But it is delicious. You know, it's cream, butter, potatoes, lots of clams. And it's a great soup. So this is going to be nice. We got bacon, we got the tasso, which you don't have to put in. Put extra bacon. Look, the fish cooks in 2 minutes. Look at that, it's done. Okay. Look at this. Potatoes are almost cooked. All right, so to serve this, this is what I would do. Get a nice bowl. Okay, we want to bring that right up to a boil. Look at this pretty fish bowl. Let it come up to a boil. You get some of the tasso. You got the chowder. You got the fish, the potatoes, the bacon. This is a great soup. This should be on my menu in the restaurant. Fish chowder. Even a combination of fish would be okay in here. Okay, like this. And then I'd do this. There you have it. Halibut. Alaskan halibut chowder. Good one. Well, hope you enjoyed the show, folks. See you next time.